Yes, lads, welcome back to episode 2 of the Fulham Career Mode series. Thanks for the support in episode 1. We've got a massive episode to sink our teeth into today. 8 games in total, 6 in the league. But first, without further ado, we've got one major signing, the biggest signing of the summer for us so far. A new central defender joins from RB Leipzig, Lucas Klostermann, 86 pace. Central defender, absolutely monumental signing for the Cottagers, and we'll see how we got there as we see him with the Fulham shirt in all its glory. £25 million fee was agreed. I'm not sure who the Leipzig manager is nowadays, but you know, decent deal for a player of his calibre, international reputation as well. £44,000 a week as well, a 5-year contract, a crucial squad role, I should say, and we'll see what the board has to say as we shake hands with his representative and also the man himself, Lucas Klostermann. So the board, he comes from Leipzig. Let's see what they say. £25 million, not a bad signing, I would say. Probably a C. I'd recommend them say, yeah, he's 80 rated. What they're going to classify him as a good squad player. He's our best central defender, you absolute muppets. That's a star signing. F? They're disrespecting that? Are you having a joke? Oh my god, this board has done us dirty with that. They really, really have. I don't know, guys. Let's get into the first game before we waste any more time. So we see we're at Craven Cottage for another monumental game in the Premier League. And the first game of this episode, we play Aston Villa. Steven Gerrard's Villa side. Let's see what the team is. Excuse me, before we start. Leno starts in goal at back 4 of Mbabu, Adarabioyo, Klostermann and Robinson. Midfield 2 of Reed and Joao Paulinho, with Daniel James, Andres Pereira, Manuel Solomon and the captain, Alexander Mitrovic, as the front 4. So we'll indeed start with the first highlight in the 23rd minute. Solomon's through on goal. He's got to beat the keeper. Gets past Matty Cash. A great save back towards Mitrovic. And we're 1-0 up in 25 minutes of the game, I should say. Excellent run by Manuel Solomon. A good save by Emiliano Martinez as well, but it's a good little bit of follow-up striker play by Mitrovic, who gets his 7th of the season, I believe. Very, very good timing from our big Serbian hitman. So, yeah, very good start to the game. In the 30th minute, Villa do get a reply with Pedro Goncalves. Is that his name, Pedro Goncalves? The guy from Sporting Lisbon. Very good start. Sorry, I should say replies for Villa. And then in the 40th minute, Danny Ings this time. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Just slots it straight past Bernd Leno. Tremendous finish by the former Southampton man to put Villa 2-1 up going into the first half interval. So 2-1 down. We need to improve quite a bit. They scored 2 goals in 5 minutes to put the pressure on us, and we'll restart with a highlight in the second half. So it does come to us in the 55th minute. Mitrovic hits one from distance. It's a great save by Emiliano Martinez, but we do get the corner, of course. A lot of height in this team, not to mention the 6'5" toss in Adarabioyo, who Pereira's looking for from this corner. The new corner system's weird. It's a good whip in. Mitrovic wins the header though. It's a great chance and he's missed it. Should have really scored. But in the 71st minute, Solomon and Vinicius link up really well. Backwards pass towards Andreas Pereira. The 2 Brazilians link up. And that's an excellent finish by the former Manchester United player. He's been tremendous this season for Fulham in real life. He's been good for us so far as well. I really like Andreas Pereira. His set pieces are worth £15 million on his own. Reminds me of like Charlie Adam with his set piece delivery on that left foot. Excellent goal for us though. But it's not quite plain sailors. In the 75th minute, Villa do get another chance. McGinn's looking for the through ball. Finds Mikel Antonio, recently bought him from West Ham, who dinks the keeper. Leno should really catch it. He's gone in. How has Leno not saved that? That is absolutely shambolic from our number 1. He's like 6'3" or 6'4". He should be saving that. Antonio celebrates with Gerrard. That's a woeful goal to concede. And Villa also get a goal in the 85th through John McGinn, which wasn't worth showing. And we lose at home 4-2 to the Villains. That is absolutely shocking. I'm not happy with that, guys. I'm really not. Very, very poor showing by us. We had a few good chances, to be fair. I don't think we deserved to lose that. I think Leno had quite a bit of a, I don't want to say shocker, but he didn't have the best game. He didn't cover himself in glory with that 3rd goal, especially. And obviously, since our heads were down for the 4th goal, it happens, guys. It does. Yeah, look at that. 4.8 expected goals to 2.4. It's just not great, is it? It's not great reading for us at Craven Cottage. But we'll see the match ratings as well, see what players stood out for us. Obviously, Andres Pereira got 7.8, stood out in particular, very good performance. Daniel James was very good as well. But Klostermann, on his home debut for the club, concedes 4. Oh, it's not good as Pedro Goncalves takes the match ball. But, you know, we've got another game to come after this, and we need to pick our heads up as we go into another Premier League game. It's a very, very difficult run of form for us. We've got Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. Obviously, that's the last career mode team I did on FIFA 22. They've got such a good team. We will see ours though before we kick off. A London derby of sorts as we see the starting. Leno starts against his former team in goal. Got the back four of Tete, Klosterman, Diop and Robinson. Midfield two of Alex Scott and Joao Paulinho. And then Harry Wilson, Andreas Pereira, Daniel James and of course the captain Mitrovic leading the line. It's a very good team to be fair. Hopefully Scott adds a little bit more mobility in midfield instead of Harrison Reed. And we can start with a good highlight. So the first highlight of the game does indeed come to us in the 12th minute. Wilson plays a through ball towards Mitrovic. He can't knock Mitrovic off the ball and it's a brilliant finish from our big Serbian superstar striker Alexander Mitrovic. Look at that celebration. It's basically Jamie Vardy right then and there. It's a good through ball though, nonetheless, by Harry Wilson. That chemistry between them was sealed last season as they were fantastic. As Wilson got 20 assists, I believe, in the Championship. But we are 1-0 up indeed, and we've got a lot of work to do to seal out this game as Arsenal get their next highlight in the 18th minute. Jesus down the line, I fancy his chances against Diop. He does get past him with a lucky ricochet. Odegaard backwards towards Saka, in towards Martinelli, who finds the pass towards Odegaard, who's through on goal. It's an easy chance for the captain of Arsenal, and the Norwegian and Arsenal skipper makes it 1-1. It's a disappointing goal to concede. Oh dear, that gets Arsenal back in the game, and I mean in the 25th it gets even worse as Jesus is through. And he just seals this comeback for Arsenal. It's not quite over for this first half, but Jesus with a very, very good finish in the 25th minute. But in the 45th, we will get one final chance. Mitrovic in towards Wilson. It's a return pass. It's a beautiful finish by Alexander Mitrovic, who slots it past Bernd Leno. Celebrates like Ronaldo at the Emirates Stadium. It's a brilliant little give and go, that. Wilson with a double assist in this game. I mean, he's not been bad this season. He's just not had much game time. I think Manor Solomon and Daniel James have sort of stolen the game time away from him. Because he's injured in real life as well, so I've not really got much want to play him. But yeah, excellent return towards Mitrovic, and we are indeed 2-2 going into the 69th minute this time. No half-time interval. That's the next highlight. Quick 1-2 between Reed and Mitrovic. Can Reed slot it past the goalkeeper? He 1-1 with Ramsdale. It's an excellent finish by Harrison Reed, and we're 3-2 ahead at the Emirates Stadium. The Ginger Perlo, the Ginger Skulls, whatever you want to call him, celebrates with Mitrovic as we make it 3-2. And then we have one final chance in the 85th minute. The ball's rolled out from Leno to his countryman Klosterman. No one seems to be closing him down. Klosterman's got a lot of pace here. Gets past Elneny, gets past Smith Rowe, past Zinchenko as well. No one's closing the right wing back here. It's an excellent chance for Klosterman to make it 4-2. And Lucas Klosterman, in his first ever London derby, makes it 4-2. What a finish that is. Did you pick the ball up on the edge of his box? I mean, it's poor defending from Arsenal. And I'm sure Arteta on All or Nothing to be absolutely kicking off and throwing bottles and things like that, like Football Manager. But yeah, that's a brilliant goal by Lucas Klosterman, endearing himself to the Fulham faithful. Excellent finish. And that was indeed the final highlight of the game as we stun Arsenal 4-2 at the Emirates Stadium after they went 2-1 up. We recovered the game to score 3 goals in the final 45 minutes. What a game that was. I mean, not even just for us. The neutral as well must have had a good time watching that. But we deserved the game again. I mean, this is legendary difficulty with competitive mode. And this is the hardest game mode you can actually play. And we're beating teams like Arsenal in the first season. It's looking quite promising, if I'm being honest. We'll have to do a harder career mode in the next one. We're actually doing bits with these. But Klosterman, unfortunately, didn't get the man of the match. Had a very, very good defensive game as well. Obviously scoring an important goal in the 85th minute. 8.6 rating, excuse me, again, is an absolutely phenomenal rating to get. As we see, Odegaard got man of the match because he got a goal and an assist. No, I don't agree with that. I really, really don't agree with that. That's not deserved. I think Klosterman, for being on the winning side, would have got the team of the week on FIFA for that. Excellent performance by him, though. And, I mean, that's an excellent performance to push us up the table as we move on into a couple of simulation games after we beat Forest Green 4-2 away from home. In the EFL Cup, 2 goals from Willian and then 1 from Manor Solomon. And I think it was Harry Wilson, scores in the 84th minute to seal a 4-2 victory. Not exactly comprehensive. We're moving into another Premier League game, though, as we beat Brighton 3-0 at home with a Mitrovic hat-trick. We only had 4 shots in that game. Mitrovic gets all 3 goals to cement his place over Carlos Vinicius in the starting 11. And then one final simulation game in the Premier League. But unfortunately this time, we'll lose 1-0 to Southampton. Elyounoussi gets the most important goal in the 18th minute. And that's a disappointing result. It really, really is. They had some fantastic match ratings, but we look like miles off the pace in that particular encounter. But we'll indeed move on to the penultimate game of the episode. I think it's only 7 games actually today by the looks of it. As we see Mitrovic warming up, the top scorer in the Premier League. Another difficult London derby this particular game we're after. I think we're at Selhurst Park. Or it might be at the Cottage. I think it's Selhurst Park. No, it's the Cottage. And we have got Crystal Palace, of course. Very, very difficult opposition again. And we'll see our team before we kick off. Leno starts in goal with the back 4 of Mbabu, Diop, Klosterman and Robinson. Midfield 2 of Scott and Paulinho. Then the front 4 of James, Andreas Pereira, Manor Solomon and the captain Mitrovic. Very, very strong side. Let's hope we can bounce back from that poor performance against the Saints. But Southampton get the first highlight. Edouard through on goal. He beats the keeper. I mean, he looked offside then, but apparently he's not. And that's just a disappointing start to the game. But we'll indeed try and reply in the 30th minute. Mitrovic gets a chance. It's off the post. James has got it this time. Backwards pass towards Paulinho. He should have scored. That's a wasted chance from João Paulinho. He had all the time in the world to slot that. In fact, I think it might have been Alex Scott. Midfielder of his calibre really should be putting that away against Vicente Guita. But still, we're still in this game as far as it stands. A very good chance there. It's Sam Johnson in goal. That's a very weird one. I can't really work that out from Crystal Palace. You want to win games and you're not starting your best keeper. But, you know, win the ball back in midfield. James plays the ball towards Mitrovic, who's looking for the pass towards Alex Scott. Finds one of Pereira, who gets past Mark Guay. Can he make it 1-1? Yes, he can. What a finish by Andreas Pereira. He, as I said earlier, he's been tremendous this season so far. Probably our second best player after Mitrovic, I'd say, with just how impactful he is on the game as a whole. And that does indeed seal us a 1-1 draw into the first half. Man, come on, we need to win this game. An important London derby, we need the points. We really, really do. As we restart with the next highlight of the game. Palace go through in the 69th minute. Edouard's got the ball, looking for the pass towards Zaha. Can't make it. Zaha to get it this time. It's a tackle by Klosterman. What? Nah, that's ridiculous. That is disgusting. That is not a penalty. In a million years, that is not a penalty. No, he's won the ball. Nah, that is a dive. That is an absolute dive. He's known for that. You should have called him out on it. Disgusting gameplay, that. Come on, keeper. Come on, Leno. Save the penalty. It's a great save. I'm watching this again. I am. Never been a penalty in a million years. Really never been a penalty in a million years. He dives. But Palace do get a chance again as Gallagher slots it past the goalkeeper. And that is so unlucky. We don't deserve to concede like that. And unfortunately for us, Palace go through again in the 90th minute. Mateta looking for the sweat towards Zaha. We didn't deserve that. I'm not having it. I'm not having this. Eddie M famously said, I'm not having this, and now I'm not having that. That is a load of garbage. We've been robbed in that London derby. We've literally got like the second best team in the Premier League after this, so I'm not looking forward to it, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really not. I mean, I don't think we deserve to lose. They had a penalty as an expected goal. That literally goes to show everything. Leno saved the penalty, but it wasn't great. I saved the penalty, not you, Leno. So frustrating how we've lost. It's just a London derby. We need to win these games. They're so important to win. The board will be getting my back soon, you know. I'm telling you. They really, really will. I mean, let's move on into the next game, genuinely.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
We have now got a massive game in the league. I mean, that's not Mitrovic, that's Mohamed Salah, so I think that gives it away a little bit about who we're playing. Maybe the former champions of England, Liverpool at Anfield. Easy game. Easy dubs, easy game. We're going to get battered, aren't we? We really, really are. Three losses in a row. The board will be questioning me. We'll see Liverpool's team before we kick off, though. Alisson starts and go at the back 4 of Trent, Nathaniel Phillips, Gomez and Robertson. Midfield 3, Keita, Fabinho and Thiago. Then Mohamed Salah, Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz as the front 3. But then again, I'm playing Darwin Nunez, sorry. He doesn't score in real life, so maybe I've got away with that one. And they've got Phillips at back as well, so it should be alright. We'll see our team as well, though. Rodak comes in for Leno in goal. Back four of Mbabu, Adebayo, Klosterman and Robinson, with Reed and Paulino as the usual defensive pairing in midfield. Then Wilson, Pereira, James and Mitrovic, the captain, as a very, very fatal front four. Hopefully we can get the win. It's not going to happen as we see the team talk being delivered. Come on, you cottagers, let's win this game. We'll indeed start with the first out of the game in the 11th minute with James and Mitrovic linking up nicely. The return ball to Mitrovic has gone straight through Nathaniel Phillips and Alisson, and we're 1-0 up. This is fairy tale sort of stuff. This as if we're 1-0 up against Liverpool already. All that little build up and we make it 1-0 against the Reds. That's a fantastic finish as well by Alexander Mitrovic. He just found the right space to hit it through the keeper and the defender. And we are 1-0 up already. And in the 18th minute it gets even better. James again. Look for the return ball towards Mitrovic. He finds it. Mitrovic on the volley. And it's 2-0. It's 2-0 in the 19th minute at Anfield. And the Anfield crowd, they're quiet. That's like crickets in there. What a goal that was. Mitrovic again. That boy's on a different level, I'm telling you. He's absolutely tremendous. Excellent finish by Mitrovic. And we're 2-0 up as we're going to the first half 2-0 up as well. Very, very nice. No complaints here as we restart in the 50th minute with Mitrovic again linking up with Daniel James going down that left-hand side. Gets past Trent, which is easy to do in real life, to be fair. Pulls it back towards Mitrovic. Going to get his hat-trick. It's a great save by Alisson Becker. What a keeper he is, by the way, in real life. He's carrying Liverpool this season. You know what I said earlier about Adebayo being 6'5"? Pereira always looks for him in the middle. And this time Adebayo beats his man Darwin Núñez and we make it 3-0, and that's an excellent finish by our big central defender, tossing Adebayo. What a goal that is. I think he used to play for Man City, didn't he, tossing Adebayo? I think it was either City or Tottenham. I'm pretty sure it was City. But you know what? He's done an absolute number on Liverpool there. What a finish that is. Why would you put... I thought with Darwin Núñez, they put him against Naby Keita. No wonder we're 3-0 up. As Liverpool, though, do get a reply later in the game. Jota this time gets lucky with the ricochet. Looking inside pass towards Thiago, gets the ball back. Salah with an easy finish. And Liverpool are back in this game in the 79th minute. Jota gets another goal. Cuts past his man Adebayo. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable! Frustrating as hell as Liverpool get one final chance in the 91st minute. The ball comes in and Babu wins the header. Trent and Daniel James have a little bit of a chase for the ball. James gets there first. Sprints away from Trent very, very easily. The Liverpool man cannot keep up. Can Daniel James find the decisive ball in towards Vinicius, who volleys it? What a goal that is. He chested it down, volleyed it through the goalkeeper. He's not an international teammate. I don't think he's ever been called up, Vinicius, but he's still a Brazilian in goal. It's an excellent finish. We go crazy at Anfield. We've beat Arsenal and Liverpool this episode. Both 3-2 and 4-2. That is such a tremendous end to this game. I thought we were going to concede when they got the corner. But nevertheless, we're just so good at counter-attacking teams, and that's what we've built our team on. We've built it on the ability to counter-attack big teams like Liverpool. They got a little bit of the noses came back into the game after they got the second goal in the 81st minute. But that counter then was absolutely breathtaking. Excellent chest and finish by Vinicius. That's just composure at its finest. As you can see as well, we deserve to win the game. 3.9 expected goals to 1.2. I'm pretty sure that just goes to solidify how much we deserve that game. We even kept Liverpool on passes. They had 105 passes. We had 104 completed. As Tosin goes on with the match ball. 8.6 rating for him. And we were comfortable in that game. I mean, I know it was a little bit rocky when they got the second, but still, for a good 70 minutes of that game, we were flying. We were absolutely battering the Reds. As Daniel James gets 3 assists. He deserved the man of the match that game. He really, really did. Super performance by him. Mitrovic gets another 2 goals as well. Only 7.4 rating. Not sure you've actually revamped the ratings there, EA. As we see the table for the final time this episode, we're now 5th in the league. How crazy is that? After 9 games, we're 5th. That is unheard of for a team of our stature. Aston Villa are 4th. They beat us, of course. I also need to find the top scorers as well. I don't actually know where this is. The board say we're doing excellent. That's all that matters. We've got a full manager prestige rating at the moment. Player stats. I'm thinking... Player stats? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I found it. I found it, guys. No need to worry. For the first time in my life, I've found it. And, I mean, that was a bit inappropriate. But yeah, we're going to see the top scorer in the league is Mitrovic with 11 goals in 8 games. Very, very good from our big Serbian hitman. Still in the second top scorer. I mean, that's not really surprising. Where's Haaland? Can't even find him. Very, very strange that. Top assister? No, not one there. And then obviously Leno's got 1 clean sheet in 8 games because that's all we do. We only get no clean sheets every single season. So we'll go into the next episode and see what we've got to come up. The first game will be an away game, a simulation against Crystal Palace in the Cup. Then we have a home game against Manchester City at the Craven Cottage. Sorry, an away game at the Forest Ground. That's going to be a difficult game. Home game again against Newcastle. An away game to follow at Goodison Park, and a home game against Manchester United to round off November. Then potentially a game against Chelsea and Wolves, but I'm not sure yet. I don't want to simulate too many games. I don't want to go into the transfer window in like 2 episodes. So that's all we've got for today's episode, guys. I've got a cold, as you can tell, so I apologise for that. Please like and subscribe. Drink plenty of water. As I always say to you, please comment, like and subscribe. Catch the next episode very, very soon, guys. Stay safe. See you soon.